Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Hope you're having a lovely Monday evening. Just trying to find my live stream and checked audio levels are good. Yep, it's all working brilliantly. So, lovely jubbly. Right. Good evening and welcome to the live broadcast of Eldar Sim Racing Endurance League Round 3. Sponsored by PJ Parcels and of course Chalorman Motorsport. Just going to try and find the standings. Pretty sure I took a screenshot the other day. Yes, I did. So, after last week's events at Big Willow, if you tuned in, it was quite dramatic. Many vehicles coming off the track, lots of dust and accidents. So, after last week, you've actually got two drivers, first and second, well, joint first really, with 90 points, and that is the Hammer Games, as pictured in the pit, in his Subaru Impreza. Oh, button stuck on the control pad. Yeah, he's just taking a nap in the cab there. He's obviously been doing a few practice laps and he's a little bit tired now. And a little nap, we're all guilty of it. And then, also, with 90 points, is Darren Baldwin, aka ESR Idle 4, in the Jaguar there, getting his practice laps in. Also sitting pretty with the fastest lap time of 1:21.327. But if you notice at the top, Big Ian is .030 behind him. Now that's pretty close. So yeah, right, anyway, back to the points. So first and second, joint first, 90 points. Is them pair. Then you've got Andy White, Big Ian 86, on 84 points. And then fourth, Hutchinson, 74 points. Palmer's behind him with 63 points. Doug Idle Racing behind him with 59. Craigie with 52 points. Scott Fenton with 41 points. If you did tune in last week, Scott Fenton had quite a dramatic race. I think he came off a couple of times. Affected his position quite badly. Ninth position, Hillman with 35 points. Watts behind him with 30. Redding with 28. McCarby with 26. And Hardy with 24. And then we've got two lower down with 14th and 15th position with 0 points. Can't remember why. So yeah, that's your championship standing from last week. So that continues this evening on one of my favourite tracks, actually. Quite enjoy this track. Sardegna Road. This is Sardegna B2, so this is reverse. This is the reverse track, I believe. You've probably been noticing Idle there. He's been doing a few laps. 1:22.3. Let's see what he does this time. Can he beat it? 1:23. He might have had a little accident there. I was looking at my phone at the point, sorry. Let's have a quick ride on board with Andy White. Very fast and consistent driver. So looking at them two times tonight, this could be quite an entertaining race between these two. Obviously Andy's chasing for championship points, winning the first race at Fuji. Just done a best sector time there, took 0.1 off his best off the best time, which would be Idle's. Coming round to the final turn. There's the controlled. Got quite a lot of power these cars have, folks, so when you're down in first, second and sometimes third gear, it can be difficult to control the wheel spin and get the power down out of the bend. And there you go, he's just shaved half a second off the fastest time. There's Andy White sitting with a 1:20.782. Can anybody do anything about that? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, doesn't really matter, because if you remember, we've got the race grid, championship grid is reversed for the start. Have a quick look at Scott in the Porsche. Very quick driver himself. I'm just wondering if he can get a quick lap in. Obviously these boys are pretty much trying to go as fast as they can at this point, so it's nice to see the times and the gaps between them. Neatly through there. This corner's horrible. Quick flick into first gear and on the power again. Stealth race it. Mowing the grass in his Aston Martin. Unforgiven sitting in the pit. How many minutes is it till race start now? About 6 minutes away. Excuse me. I'm not sure if I just saw a purple sector there before. Has he just beaten his own time? Yes, he has. So, 1.1 seconds. Very quick. Neatly done through there on the exit from Darren. A little bit slower than his previous. He's got a lot of tyre wear. Just have a check on Doug Ardle Racing's mileage now. 22,000. It's getting there. It's quite a lot. I just find the stream and share it with my friend. He always likes to tune in and watch. No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. No idea what that's about with you. Yeah, as I was saying previously, this is one of my favourite tracks. I really do enjoy it. I do prefer the A road layout though, in the normal direction, not reversed. But it is a very fast-paced, action-packed track. Hopefully we get some close racing tonight, because we've got a few races under the belts now, and some people might be feeling they need to get a few more points for a few more prizes, so they might start pushing a little bit harder. We'll just jump on board with Andy for a quick lap inside. I do like the in-car view. Hammer Games behind him. Nice line through there. Very neat and tidy. Neat and tidy on the brakes. Nice. So you're coming down here flat out. Slight left, you have to start braking on the apex and then into a third gear. Some people use second gear right. And then it's flat. It's quite difficult to take this bend. It's not totally flat, there is a slight lift required, as you just heard. Down slowly into third, second, roll it in. Watch that exit because the car goes a bit light there on the power. Difficult second, possibly first gear for some drivers and different vehicles. Flat out all the way up the bank. This section's really entertaining when the track's reversed because you're coming down bank flat out, and if there's a pack of you on the first lap, it's very good fun. Second. Try to get on the power early on that bend and you'll just touch the grass over the other side and spin out. Down in second, nice and tight. Very tidy. Slight lift for this one. Pre-lifted then. Could have been going a bit faster but he's in traffic. Good lap. 2 minutes to start, ladies and gents. Lovely lap there, beautiful driving. Straight up, coming down the straight. I think what happened to the camera then. So he's managed to close that gap if you look. 0.7 seconds behind. Very late braking into there, but he's handled it lovely. Oh dear. Sometimes the game can ghost the cars and sometimes it doesn't, but it's difficult for the driver to decide if it is going to ghost or not. As I said before, Scott Fenton, not long jumped on. Up at the top, playing around with the fast times. Give Jamie a bit of air time. That Porsche sounds lovely on the downshift. Back to third, roll it in second. Yeah. Difficult track, very difficult track. Took me a few hours to get used to it. A lot of elevation on the track, which plays havoc with the grip levels of the vehicle, front and rear end. But it all just adds to the excitement for the driver. I think we should pretty much be ready soon. See if everyone's in. Best of luck, guys. Looks like we're about to get underway. Round 3. Getting quite interested in this now with Hammer Games and ESR Idle having equal points at the moment, and then obviously Big in 86 chasing in the background, hunting. Can he do it? Can he win? Round 3, ESR, Endurance League. Rolling start, 1 hour race. Good luck, chaps. Bombs away. Go. Lights out. Delgado Racing going for a wider line in there. So far, so good. Brilliant. Scott Fenton all over the back of Jamie. Unforgiven. Chased by an Aston Martin and the rest of the pack. Hammer Games sitting in 8th. Probably thinking it's a long race. Did very well last race, was very impressed with what he did last week. Excellent driving from him. Too much for this camera angle. Oh, the Unforgiven. Bit of an accident there. Stealth race going a bit slow. Possibly had a bit of contact. Don't forget to like the page on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, you'll get all the news and information, Stewart reports if requested. Jamie pulling away 3 seconds from Scott, 1.5 seconds behind him is Big in 86, and he's hungry for a victory I bet. Behind him, TC Idle, he's changed his name, ESR Idle. A little bit of a gap between him and Doug. Nick looks like he might be on the attack any minute now. Stealth Racer back there, Unforgiven. Got to catch up now. Not sure if it was a mistake or contact. Jamie, 2.5 seconds out. It was 3. Scott's closed that gap slightly. Keeping that gap about the same behind to Bigian. Chasing him in the Lexus. With the ESR idle, trying to get in the boot. Yeah. Right then, yep. 2 seconds behind him, Doug Idle Racing. Nick's going to be sitting there and plotting, cold and calculated. Probably going to wait for the later stages of the races to pounce. Stealth Racer, plodding along. 4 seconds behind him to the Unforgiven. Very off-putting, as I keep mentioning. You have contact, or you put a foot wrong on this game, and it's lights out. Catch-up time. Let's get some race information up. .3. Scott's slowly closing that gap ever so slightly behind. So Jamie's on the super soft. Wonder what Scott's on. He's on the softs. Still closing that gap slightly. ESR idle. It's up to 3rd. With race soft. Looking good in that Jaguar there. Bigian 1.6 seconds behind that. Race mediums. Oh, he's going to go for a slightly longer stint then. He'll get a couple of extra laps, I reckon. Hammer Games. Super softs. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think Doug Idle Racing may have closed that gap slightly behind him. And he's on the soft option for the tyre. Stealth Racer's just been overtaken by the Unforgiven. That looked a bit of a drastic overtaking manoeuvre there. Yes, it ended in tears. So he's got to play catch up again. He's on the soft tyre. Sorry, I forgot the tyres for Stealth Racer. He's on the soft option as well. So he's only got one driver on the medium, and that's Mr. White. And his Lexus. Let's go back up the front, check on that gap. Jamie's pulled away a bit there, look, 3.5 seconds now. .8. .3 of a second off the fastest time, and the Hammer Games has just set the fastest time of the race so far, 1:21.156. Very good. ESR Idle got past Scott Fenton. Excuse me, got some kind of frog in my throat. Scott all over the back of Darren at the minute. He's going to want that place back. It's going to sit behind him. Cut down the air resistance with the Porsche. Get a little bit of speed. Close the gap a touch. Just have a ride on board with Scott as he gets really close. He'll figure out how to do it, yep. A little bit early there on the exit. Darren's pulled away a little bit there. Got a better corner. Better exit out of the corner, sorry. Darren looked to be earlier on the power there. I think he's pulling slightly. Yes, he is. Excellent, excellent. So he's got past him, slightly pulling. Let's check back on that in a minute. Bigian with his mediums. Still hanging around in 4th, that's what you want. Because when them boys pit, he'll stay out a little bit. Hammer Games, 2 seconds behind Bigian on the super soft tyre. Do we think he can close in any on Bigian 86? Maybe? Gap's getting bigger behind Nick, so he's really got that pedal down. Doug Idle going along, soft option. Very big gap behind him now to the Unforgiven and Stealth Racer. Seem to be having their own little battle back here, probably. Oh. Very unforgiving track, folks. Very unforgiving. As you can see tonight, we are missing a few drivers. Not sure if it's work commitments or whatnot. Stealth Racer's doesn't want to let him slip away too far. He's still holding that 2-second gap. Let's have a look up front at Jamie. Still got his roughly 3.5 seconds. Tyres are wearing quite well. Fuel's looking good. Mr. Baldwin is in second still, with a second gap behind to him and Scott. Doing good. See Bigian. Hammer Games is now 3 seconds behind Bigian. Still holding the fastest lap of the race so far. Doug Idle might be getting a little bit bored at the minute, but I'm sure that'll all change over the pit stop. 10.5 seconds behind him to the Unforgiven now. He's pulled 1.7 seconds extra. Last time we checked in, I think there was a 2-second gap between Stealth Racer and the Unforgiven. Seems to be ever increasing. We've done 8 laps. Let's have a look at the fuel situation. Just over half a tank. That front left tyre is taking a punishment. Similar fuel. Tyres are in worse condition. Stealth Racer's looking after them tyres. Doug Idle, similar tyre on the front left. Seems to have the most fuel so far. Higgins on the mediums, which are looking... Oh, he's in. He's got to be going for super soft now. Might be a good idea to pit now, actually. Get a nice early pit stop. Soft option. No fuel. So he's come out the pit, just waiting for that number to stabilise between him and the Hammer Games. Seems to be around 7.5 seconds between them now, which is probably a pit stop. I doubt the Hammer Games is going to be pitting soon. After last week's entertaining race, he was driving exceptionally well on very heavily worn tyres. Jamie is in third now. He hasn't pitted, and his car looks a bit battered, so I'm going to assume there was some kind of accident. Because yeah, there's 3 seconds between third position and second. Scott Fenton. And ESR Idle has pulled even more of a gap now. Very, very good. Just under half a tank of fuel. Tyres are not looking the best, but they're not too bad. Scott's similar fuel. Tyres are a bit more worn, not much, just a bit. Well, the back left one's taking a right hammering on that Porsche, actually. Very well done. Close that gap a little bit, Scott has, to 1.6. Wonder if these tyres are going to last for a tank of fuel. Giving us a flash there. You concentrate on driving, mister. Don't listen to me and flash your lights and stuff. 1.5. Yep, straight into the pit. Scott's staying out. Scott's in 2. Scott's got a touch more fuel. Wonder what tyres these pair are going to go for. Jamie's in the pit. Hammer Game's in the pit. Oh, thought Hammer would have gone a little bit longer. And Scott's out on a fresh set of soft. Big Ian is hot on his tail. Very, very good. Quickly look back. Jamie went for mediums, maybe a little bit of fuel, and then 2 seconds behind Darren. Darren went for mediums and a full tank, so should be entertaining. I'm just going to keep an eye on this at the minute because Big Ian seems to have closed the gap. Same tyre compound. 130 miles an hour into the turn of death, I call this one, because I could never get it right. I think every track's got a turn of death. There you go, he's hunting him down now. Oh yes. That's it, that's where you want to be. He's coming up to the final section, well, final turns. Big Ian can just hold there and sit on his bumper down the straight. No, I think Scott got a cleaner turn there. Yeah, definitely did, definitely. He's not letting go of that. Big Ian, fastest lap. He's done a 120.5. I think that's even quicker than what he did in practice. ESR Idle back and forth. He's going to be hunting Jamie down. Very big gap between Jamie and Big Ian. Just a bit of a waiting game now with ESR Idle on the mediums and a full tank. Same with Hammer Games. Unforgiven, plodding along here. Eldar Racing's just come out with a set of softs. Looks like he might have had some fuel. Stealth race it. Super soft. So back up to the front. Porsche versus Lexus. He's in that same position again now, Mr. White is. If he can just get this section beautiful, he'll be all over him. Love the replay camera angles on this game. Took a little bit of curb there, Scott did. It's a very risky job around that turn especially. Right, now we're talking. Yeah, look at that gap closing slightly top left, folks. Don't think he's gonna... Oh, yeah, can he outbrake him? He's done it. He's done it. Hold it, hold it. Oh, he nearly did it. Got it, go. Lovely. Great recovery there. Brilliant driving, absolutely brilliant driving. I would have been backwards. Well done. He can have another crack. There's plenty of time left. 42 minutes, 42 and a half minutes. Concentration's gone a little bit now. Always does when you have a little bit of an off. So look at third. Oh right, there we go. And we've got ESR Idle hunting down Jamie. Again, same tyre choice. Jamie's actually got less fuel, so it might be slightly lighter and faster. Going on to the final section. Second gear. Quite a good speed around there. Nice exit. Driving very well so far, these guys are. Can Darren pull off that trick? Can he sit in the drafts? Oh, not too sure about that one. It's closing the gap. Jamie doing the old weave. Nice, nice. Jamie's driving well under pressure here. Seeing that Jaguar all in his mirror. Probably filling his rearview mirror at this point. Lovely jubbly. Oh, back end slipped a little bit there. Yes, our Idle's still got that 0.5, 0.6 gap. He's closing that. If he can keep it and then get it on the start finish straight, he's laughing. Yeah, still there. He's still there. Cool, calm and collected. A little bit of curb there from Jamie on the exit. Nothing wrong with that. Nice tight line. Oh, Idle's all over the back of that Porsche. He's got to get that gap now. I know that Jaguar's got some power. No, run out of road. Run out of road, or is he going to do it? No, he's playing it safe. He's played it safe. Good, good, good. Oh, and Jamie comes off. Under pressure. Great song from Queen. So look up front, see what's going on. Hey, the gap seems to have closed a little bit there. He's just going to be ploughing in them fast laps now, these two. Very big gap between second and third position. I'm sure that'll all change within 39 minutes. So we'll start at the back, have a look what's going on. Starth Racer in his Nardo Grey Aston Martin. Super soft, half a tank. Driving quite well, pretty good wear on them tyres. And then in front of him, 12 seconds in front of him, Doug Idle Racing and his Corvette with 22,200.2 miles when I said that. I do like a good Corvette, old ones or new ones, lovely machine. Looking good coming up the hill. Automatic, see, automatic there. I bet a manual driver would have been second gear. Down into second for that turn for the auto box. Lift off around there. Final turn. Off he goes. Unforgiven in the pit. So this may mean Doug Idle Racing will come out in front. I think it will. So there you go, he's got 6th for now. Depends what happens when the Unforgiven comes out of the pits. Interesting to see what tyre choice he goes for. Very big gap between Doug and the Hammer Games. I think the Unforgiven's gone for soft. Yeah, soft, full tank. He's going to hunt down Doug Idle Racing, try and get some positions. So yeah, sorry, 31 seconds in front of Doug Idle Racing is the Hammer Games. Looking good in his Subaru. lapping quite consistently there. If you can see the times on the right hand side, previous laps, every single lap is 1:22. Excellent, apart from lap 10 where he went into the pit. But that is very good, very very good, considering they have to deal with fuel usage and tyre wear. So yeah, great driving. Bigging into the pit. And for softs, he must have chewed his last setup. Jamie up in third. Hammer Games is 1.6, well, 1.7 seconds behind him. Closing that gap as well. Back up at the front. Scott Fenton 10 seconds ahead. Scott low on fuel. Tyres not too bad. Shame that really, could have timed it a bit better and perhaps got more fuel out on tyres. But still, he's 10.1 seconds in the lead. TC idle on medium, so it is going to be very difficult for him to keep that, well, close the gap onto first position. Jamie doing his weaving down the start-finish straight, trying to prevent the Hammer Games from stealing his third position, I think. And then you've got Biggin thrown into the mix as well. Brilliant. Fresh tyres. Fastest lap of the race so far still. Nearly at the halfway marker. Oh yeah. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? He's got the inside line for the turn at the top of the bank. Tiny bit of contact. He's through. He's through. Has he got it? Oh, Jamie! Yeah! Oh, come on! Brilliant. No switcheroo, Jamie. No switcheroo. No. He might wait and see if he can get him. Jamie's on the mediums, remember, guys, so he's doing very well here. No. Don't think he's going to get that slipstream. Biggin should start pulling. Yeah. So there you go. Biggin up to third. Well done. 5.4 seconds ahead of him is ESR idle 4 in the Jag. Half a tank of fuel. Mediums look quite worn. He didn't have them on long ago. Must be pushing quite hard because I think he's closed the gap slightly to Scott Fenton up in first. It was 10 seconds. Now it's 9.34. Not very accurate, that timer, isn't. Wonder if Scott's perhaps using a different fuel strategy at this point. Obviously he's getting low on fuel. I noticed he was low when we last checked in on him. Sorry. Drivers have got the choice to lean off the engine, which uses less fuel, but results in less acceleration, less top speed. Nice into there, very on the edge, nearly on the grass. ESR idles, close that gap slightly, ever so slightly. He's doing very well considering he's on mediums in that Jag. Half a tank of fuel, what's Scott Fenton on? There's your petrol light. I think he might have 2 laps when that comes on, thereabouts. And this is going to be a long pit stop for Scott. because he's probably going to get, well, I'd go for a full tank at this point in the race. Perhaps a set of mediums, try and get some laps in. So yeah, right, let's have a look at the back again. Stealth Racer is about to be lapped. 21.8, so 22 seconds in front of him is the Unforgiven. It's a bad series of events with this race, or as I call it, there you go, see. It's probably not one of his fondest tracks. I did not get on with these tracks at first, and then all of a sudden I just fell in love with them. They're absolutely brilliant. Yeah, a lot of sideways action there and sliding. He's got rear damage, and the back left wheel's damaged as well. Plenty of fuel, plenty of tyre. That damage should go in a minute. He is going to lose time with that though. 21 seconds in front, Eldar Racing. Haha, he's doing well with them tyres and fuel tank. Wonder if he's going to come in a minute. It's very difficult to find grip in the tyres when the tyre is at 50% or less, or even approaching the 50% mark, to be honest with you. If you're doing qualifying, you only get 2 or 3 laps out of your tyre and then you change it. Nope. 17 seconds in front of Eldar Racing is the Hammer Games. Full tank, fresh set of softs, 5th position, 31 minutes left, might be able to do something. Jamie's 9 seconds ahead of him, no fuel, so he's going to be in the pits very shortly. Scott Fenton went for a full tank and a set of mediums and came out in 3rd. Pretty good. Fair gap in between 3rd position and 2nd. As I said, he's just come into the pit. Wonder what tyre choice. So you've got Biggie out in front, 1st position, quarter of a tank of fuel, plenty of tyre left. He's going to be going for a while. Have a quick ride on board, if I can figure out what button does it. It's not that one. I want the dashboard. Let's do that way. Nice exit there, very controlled. He's got 11 seconds between himself and Scott Fenton. He's going to have to come in the pit at some point before Scott. Absolutely flat out, stick to the right hand side and throw it in. On the brake and swing. Beautiful. On the edge racing here from Biggin, right up to the edge. Lovely. I like that attack into that bend. That was beautiful. Nice and tight. Ooh. On the edge, folks. Still got that 11.3 between him and Scott. He's doing very well. Down in 2nd, nice and early, tucks it in. Car very controlled on his way in, under braking. Again, controlled. Exit, controlled. Beautiful driving here. 12.3 seconds behind him now. Lovely round there. Great stuff. Great stuff. Might even get a fastest lap here. No. Oh, shame. Beautiful lap there. I will get used to the buttons one day. Yeah, he's still pulling as well. 13 seconds. Great stuff. Like I say, he's going to be in for fuel in the next lap or two, so I'll just have a quick look through everybody else and then see what's going on back up the front. Because don't forget, ESR Idle is going to have something to say tonight as well. Stealth Racer, been dealt a bad hand. Couple of offs. Still driving very well. 22 seconds in front of him in 7th is the Unforgiven that has spun again. He's really not liking this track. Hopefully it picks up for you next week, buddy. Hopefully you like next week's track better than this one's. Dog Idle Racing back in the pit, no fuel, no wonder, he's in a Corvette. And he's gone for the soft tyre, just under half tank of fuel. Interesting. Fresh tyres, got to get used to that grip level again. 33.4 seconds in front of Doug. In 5th is Jamie in his Porker. On the soft tyre, pretty fresh, must be in the pit. Just under half a tank. Hammer Games, 7.7 seconds in front of Jamie. .26 minutes remaining. 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds in front. It's ESR Idle. Is he closing that gap to Scott? I think he is. Scott's on the mediums, so he's going to lose time for sure. Same amount of fuel as ESR Idle, but obviously ESR Idle's on the better tyre, grippier tyre, sorry. I reckon he could do something about that. Scott Fenton's tyres wearing pretty good. Smooth operator. And then look at that, 14.4. I think he's going to do it again, you know, chaps. If you tuned in for race 1, this guy actually just lapped everybody by a lap and a half, I think, or something. It was crazy, crazy. So yeah, there you go. Into the pit with 14.5 seconds. Interesting. Let's have a look, see what's going on. Scott Fenton coming up to the pit, obviously not going in. He's got good tyres and fuel. ESR Idle's closed that gap a little bit. Can't see his fastest time anyway. That's throwing Biggin out just behind him. Let's have a look at what he went for. So he went for softs, just over half a tank of fuel. Just under 25 minutes remaining. This is getting very entertaining. Ooh, a little bit of gravel there. Darren can probably see that Lexus about now. Same tyre choice. Scott Fenton on the mediums up in first. Coming up to the final bend. Little train of drivers here. First, second, third. That looks like a very good exit from all of them there. I think they're all going to close on each other. Yeah, they are. Aaron's gone for the overtake. Looks like it's done. In the bag. Sweet. Nice. Is he out the other side? Yes, he's out the other side. Well done. Biggin having a poke. Pretty sure that'll be over in a matter of seconds. It's all over him, sizing him up, thinking about when he's going to do it. Sitting there with the fastest lap. Darren's pulled a little bit of a gap from Scott, not much. Very close racing. This could result in the same thing happening again at the start-finish straight. Big in, trying to get in the boot of that Porsche. Let's just go on board for this. Could be epic. Oh, could not figure out the buttons. There you go. Why did it do that then when it didn't do it before? Scott might have got on the power a touch earlier then. Yeah, I think he did. Don't worry, 22 minutes remain. Doesn't look like Scott's going to be sizing up Darren anytime soon. Obviously different tyre choice. Should make easy pickings for Biggin, really. It's just choosing that right moment to get past him cleanly, and that's the key, cleanly. Nice line there. Scott had a bit of a twitch on that. Feeling the pressure now, these three. Definitely feeling the pressure now. Let's go back outside. Same positions as last lap, the gaps have increased. ESR idle, 1.1. Second clear of Scott. Lovely driving from all three. Great replays, great action. Nice and tidy through there. Biggin trying to figure out which side he's going to have Scott. Don't think he's got that draft again, he's missed it. Oh, he's got the draft, he's closing. I don't know if he'll squeeze through. He might squeeze through. I think he's going for it. He's going for it! He's done it! He's little tap from Scott. He's through cleanly. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, boys. Brilliant. So there you go. Obviously Scott's on the race mediums, looking a bit worn now. Big and softs are looking pretty good. ESR idles softs are looking a little bit more worn, however. Anyway, back to the back, let's see what's going on. Stealth Racer, plodding along. He's just had a full tank and some super softs. 20 minutes remaining, folks. The Unforgiven. I get the feeling he's not enjoying this track at all tonight. 19.6 seconds in front. Doug Idle Racing in 6th. In the Corvette that has been to Mars and back. 27 seconds in front of him in 5th is the Hammer Games. With some really worn softs and half a tank of fuel. Might be time for some supers. 19.8 seconds in front of him is Jamie in the Porsche. Not much fuel left, a couple of laps. I'm not sure what he's going to do with the tyres, maybe leave them on or change them. Do like the sound of that Porsche on the downshift, very nice. 8.7 seconds in front is Scott Fenton in 3rd in another Porsche. Biggin's pulled the gap now, 3.3 seconds clear of Scott. He's got fuel, he's got tyre. He might be able to keep out in front of Scott when they both pit. He might just do it if he can pull enough gap. But I think, if not TC Idle, ESR Idle might have a little bit of a problem coming. Well, definitely going to have a bit of a problem actually. His tyres are worse than Biggin's, and Biggin's on it, he's going mad. ESR Idle, lap 24, he did a 120.9. Biggin's done a 120.53. Sitting in his draft, sizing him up. Darren's gone in the defensive position. I've been here with Darren before. Oh, and he's squeezed through, he's done it. Has Darren done the switch back? He has! Bigian touched the grass slightly. Very brave move. Probably line himself up and do it again in a minute. Meanwhile, I think that gap behind to Scott may have closed slightly. No, it hasn't, it's increased. Nice line. Hunting. Closing the gap very slowly. 136 into that bend, down into second. Early as possible on the power. Still closing that gap slowly. It's going to size him up over the last section and make his move. Good exit, get a good exit. Idle got a very good exit as well. Sitting in his draft. Trying to get in the boot. It's going around the outside. Defence, attack, defence, slip through. Oh, it was very close to the same as what happened last time, but he pulled it off. I'm sure Darren can just sit there now and save some fuel and tyre behind him. The Unforgiven again having a difficult time with this track. So, second, ESR idle, just come off. Go, 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 go! That leaves the Porsche in the mirror now. Porsche closing. Porsche's pulled away from Jamie slightly. Hammer Games into the pit. He's gone for a set of mediums. Has he gone for medium? He's gone for medium. Somebody spun. Blue car. So Scott's going to be delighted at the minute, being able to see second position again, but he is on mediums, so he's going to struggle. Idle into the pit. Scott into the pit. Bigian. Pedal to the metal with no fuel. He'll be into the pit in a minute. Yeah, he'll be into the pit. Scott, just over 3/4 of a tank, 15 minutes to go. Should see him through, I think, thereabouts. Fresh set of soft. Behind him, full tank, super soft. That could be a better strategy, I reckon. 5.3 seconds behind Jamie. Fresh tyres, half a tank, 14.5 minutes. Not too sure about that fuel. Hammer Games and a fresh set of mediums. Big gap in front and behind of the Hammer Games. The Unforgiven. Getting the blue flag from, I think it was Scott Fenton, wasn't it? Yeah. So back up front, 18 seconds clear. Fuel light flashing at him. Very thirsty Lexus. Wonder how much fuel he can squeeze in that tank in 17.5 seconds. Scott Fenton. The Unforgiven sliding off there again. 6 seconds behind him, third position, idle 4. 13 minutes remaining. Very nice tyres, very nice fuel. Just keep it consistently fast. Jamie, bit of a twitch on the exit. Bit of kitty litter there. Does look like it's been through the bus stop backwards, that Porsche does. Let's pop back up the front, see what that gap's saying. Into the pit with 16 seconds, so here comes Scott. I reckon he's going to come out in first. Scott's just done a 120.9. I think that's his personal best of the session. Yep, she's come out first. Big in. 2 seconds behind him. That'll be interesting in a lap or two. ESR Idle plodding along in third. These guys just got to keep their heads down now. 5 seconds behind ESR Idle is Jamie. I think that fuel should do him to the end. Quite a big gap behind that to 5th position, the Hammer Games, on his medium tyres, and he's got a really big gap behind him to the Unforgiven. If everybody plays it safe, this could be the top of the board. This could be as you see it when it finishes. Three seconds behind Doug Idle Racing on his mediums. 11 minutes to go. And Stealth Racer. I still haven't tried the Aston Martin. I need to have a go. So back up to first with Scott Fenton in his Porsche, still 1.8 seconds in front of Bigian in his Lexus. But then behind Bigian is ESR Idle on Supersoft. 10 minutes remaining. I know it's not really close at the front, but it's pretty close. 1.2. Obviously Biggins got the fastest lap around here, so I'm wondering if he can 10 minutes remaining. I think he should be able to get into first. Yeah, especially exiting corners like that. It's really closed the gap. It's still closing now. Hard on the brakes. Don't touch that grass. Very close. Biggin staying away from it. Less than a second between these two. Let's have a quick look at Mr. Idle. 7 seconds to 3rd position. Biggin's just done a 120.3 around here. He is steaming along. Slowly closing that gap. Still closing. Best sector. And he's going to beat his best lap he's just done previously. Scott on a little bit of a poor exit there. Eight and a half minutes. Closing the gap slowly. Could this be the lap where he gets around him? Oh, definitely closed. All over him. Absolutely all over him. both on the same tyres, similar fuel. That Lexus is not hanging around. Side by side. Biggin gives him the line. Porsche had the right away there, good driving. It's nice to have a poke around and put the driver in front under pressure. Oh, I think Scott went very wide on the entrance to that turn, and Biggin took full advantage of it. Full advantage. Scott trying the switcheroo. Scott pushed him wide a little bit there. Oh, a little bit rough that was. I don't think it's a problem. 7 minutes remaining. That Lexus is all over him. Especially now. Scott going to go defensive? No. Biggin upside of him. Biggin's ahead. He's thin. He's through. Will Scott do the switcheroo? He tried. He's trying. He's done it. He's done it. Brilliant. Oh no. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. This is great. I nearly swore then, ladies and gentlemen. I nearly swore. ESR idle. Lingering. Mopping up the mess. Can he get round him? Can he get round? Can he squeeze through? He's squeezed through. He's through. Can he hold it? Biggin on the inside. Late break. Darren wider. Who's early on the pedal? Both at the same time. Great. Lovely. All over him. Super soft versus softs. ESR idles are a bit more worn. Bingo. Slipstream. Using all of that Jaguar's power, try and squeeze it, but he can't. I don't think he's got it. If he has, he's a very brave boy. No. Good driving. Got to keep it together now, guys. 5 minutes left. Straight past. Beautiful. Has Biggin got anything to say to that? This is the section where Biggin seems to catch people up and try to squeeze past them. Seems to be his favourite overtaking area. These are all the things you have to take note of when you race with people. Can idle 4 handle the pressure? 4.5 minutes remain. These boys have got to drive so carefully now. They don't want to throw away these positions. Scott Fenton banging away, 6.5 seconds up front. Biggin trying to get that slipstream. I think he's caught it a bit. Not enough. Don't think it's enough. No. 4 minutes remaining, and these pair are at it like cat and dog. So a quick flick through Jamie. He's plodding along. Massive gap behind him. Hammer Games. Massive gap behind and in front. Still going on his mediums. Unforgiven still plodding along. Well done, mate. At least he didn't back out. He's had a horrible race. Doug Idle plodding along. I think his car's been to Venus and back now. Stealth Racer again. Well done, gents. You've had bad races, but you've not left it and spat your dummy. Well done. Biggin getting in the boot of the Jag. He's hunting him down. This is what he does, you see. He'll sit behind you now. and wait for the last turn. But that Jag has got some power. Good exit from both. Brilliant driving. ESR Idle. You're gonna have to change your name back, dude. Anyway, Idle got a really good exit there and prevented the Lexus from closing in too much with the airstream behind him. Darren's nearly 50% worn on that front left. Biggin's just gone wide a little bit. Could be feeling tyre wear now. Yeah, I think he will be doing. Fuel as well. Is that fuel going to get him to the end? I think it might just do it. Idle's got plenty of fuel, plenty of tyre for 2 minutes remaining. Scott Fenton, same again. He's just got to crack on now and not spin out. Porsche looks like it's been through the bus stop. Up to the final turn. Back to these pair. Biggian's probably questioning life now. Probably like, why did I use the Jag? I should have used the Jag. It seems to be a bit quicker. But I don't think he will be. I think he'll get him. I've just got a feeling. He's going to try. He's still trying very hard, closing that gap on the way into turn 1. Look at the control of these cars. A couple of flames out the back of the Jaguar there. Oh, sloppy exit. Don't need that. Scott's coming on to his final lap now. Trying to be early on that power, but just get a little bit of oversteer if you do that. Nice line. Good timing. Close to that barrier. Very close. Can he get round him? Oh, oh. He's there, he's in the zone. He is in that zone. Darren defensive. Biggin up the outside. Crazy stuff. Crazy. Sweet. Nice move, Darren. Very nice move, sir. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Jamie's just gone over his last lap. Sorry, buddy. 4th. Finished 4th. Is anybody else going to? Yeah, the Unforgiven doing some donuts and drifting for you. Again, sorry about your race, mate. Good on you for staying in here. Who else is coming up to this finish now? It's quite hard to find them. Hammer Games. Bagging 5th. Well done, buddy. Fuel light on. He pushed it. And Doug Idle Racing is going to come over the line in 7th. Finishing with a bit of fuel. It's always good. I think Scott Fenton is coming up to his final turn. ESR Idle still holding off Bigian. Scott's bagged it. 5 seconds. Can't leave this. Oh dear. Oh. Could he? No, he can't. I thought he might have got round there. Well done, chaps. Very well done. A few stunts for yous. Excellent. Well, it's getting a bit exciting. It's definitely getting exciting. Well done, boys. Very good driving. That's round 3. Scott Fenton with his victory. And where was Scott in the championship before this? He's down in 8th with 41 points, so he's just got a first. That should put him up there a bit. Just going to get a picture of that, so we've got it. Scott Fenton finishing in first. ESR Idle, keep trying to call him TC Idle, but it's just not going to work. So I'm just going to call him Idle 4. With what was a very, very close and brilliant race from Biggie in 86. It was great driving from everybody, really. Jamie did very well. Hammer Games, I expected you to do a little bit better this time, but chose the mediums. Chose the mediums for some reason. The Unforgiven, not his track. I don't think he liked it very much at all. Delgado Racing had a few incidents and offs. Similar story with Stealth Racer, but he kept it together. None of them backed out. Great. So tune in next week for round 4. I forget the track it's at, but we will soon find out. Please remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube and get all to the up-to-date information on everything. Thanks for tuning in. See you